Hey, we're back. And I believe some chatter has been done about who is picking what, and I'm sure we'll find out very soon. So let's jump back on over to the map. And Tilly, are you still looking out to see if anybody's coming?
I am.
All right, so at some point you see a human walk down Troll Skull Alley and look, and he looks like he's carrying like a bag, and he's got a bit of a hunch, and he's like walking, and he walks away, and you see him walk back again, looking around, almost makes direct eye contact with you, and then just keeps on walking.
I'll crack that door open and say, Stone?
And then he comes walking back, and he's like, "Are you the?" And like he looks around, and he goes like, "The secret group."
I'll just open the door up.
And he'll come on over and he goes, "Hi, my name's Gunther. Um, I've got some stuff for you. What was I supposed to do first? Think. Oh, right." And he pulls out a sheet and lays it out on the bar. And this sheet says Acquisitions Incorporated Franchise License Agreement. This document grants a limited franchise license to blank to act as a subsidiary of Acquisitions Incorporated for the purpose of adventuring and acquiring. The members of the Acquisitions Incorporated subsidiary, henceforth known as franchisees, agree to act in a manner that is consistently on brand with the mission statement and primary objective of Acquisitions Incorporated at all times while in the employment of this subsidiary. This document and any property, intellectual or physical, or revenue acquired during the employment of the franchisees is hereby regarded as property of Acquisitions Incorporated. And then it proceeds to talk about other random stuff, and it then says it has an area which says Chief Executive Officer Omenifus Herowidran with his beautiful signature on it, and it has six signature spots, even though there's only five of you. Are you all willing to sign?
Did it say we have to give up everything we get?
It was worded in a way where it says everything that you have and will have is, and even yourselves, will be technically your own property, but also actually technically Acquisitions Incorporated property.
Well, Rat checks 8 intelligence. He signs first.
Done.
Is there a mention of a weekly paycheck?
There is not, but there is mention of an upfront payment to get this
Sign and signs.
done. An upfront payment on getting part of this place up to scratch.
Hisker walks over and grabs the contract away from him, walks over to a court, walks over by the window, sits down, and starts to read every single word of it.
Mm-hmm.
Esker, what does it say?
I don't look up. I just keep reading through the whole thing.
You even get to read the small text, which says something along the lines of, all information reported here is accurate as of the date of recording. This report is not intended to be comprehensive outside of the scope of the franchise licensing. Acquisitions Incorporated AI is not liable for any damages related to information omitted from the report. Any franchise that elects to enter into the employment of AI agrees that their participation in the employment is voluntary. Furthermore, the franchise agrees to assume any risk associated with the licensing a franchise from AI and releases AI from any and all claims of loss or damage that may arise from activities participated in by the franchisees. Such releases are without limitation and include personal injury, property damage, infernal interventions, and or any other losses or damages suffered by the franchisees.
When he finishes it, Hisker's hand will float up with a document, take it back over to the table, grab the pen, sign it, and float back over to Hisker.
Thank you for nothing, gnome.
Tilly's waiting for Jost.
I am gonna read it. Go through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll say this, Tilly. It looks like a bad fucking deal, but it's the only deal we have, and I'm gonna sign it.
Done.
All right. I trust you. I will sign it too.
Famous last words.
And as you sign it, the contract will auto roll up, and then it will just almost just slowly disappear, and then it's gone. It's gone. And then
I mean, really, Tilly, you can just add a corporate embezzlement to your resume anyway. So really, it's just one more thing for your, moving up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
At
All right,
which point,
who's holding the stupid rock?
at which point, Gunther will say, "Okay, well, I was supposed to."
Oh God, you're still here.
Oh, I can go. I was meant to give you stuff, and he's like sidling
Nope,
to
stuff. Good stuff.
and
Yes.
he will say, you were supposed to pick from some roles, some jobs. Oh, I always forget.
Yes, Simon, Chief Financial Officer. How are you? Thank you. Give me all the money. All of the money.
All the money.
The money.
What are
The
you?
money.
Are you planning on being the?
The document distinctly said 30,000 gold pieces up front.
I don't have that. I'm sorry, but are you supposed to be the? I always forget the names. The hordes person.
Yes, I'm the whore.
Okay, and he will say hordes person as he reaches into the bag, and he will pull out a jeweler's kit and hand it to you. And he
I
will
look at
also-
it. I look at my other's jeweler's kit. I look very unimpressed at him.
Each of the pieces seem to have like a little AI written on them, and you'll also get an account ledger, and you will find that you're also given 5 gold pieces to buy what you wish with them for as part of being the horde person, whether it's barrels and baskets, chests, what have you.
Wait, the upfront bonus for the entire group was 5 gold pieces.
And no, you will also receive. Oh, and if you're the hordes person, and he'll pull out an undescript amount of money, and this undescript amount of money, he says, this is supposed to get you stuff, foods, beds, stuff like that. I think.
Yes, you can trust me with that. Yes.
And yeah, he gives you an undescript amount of gold. All right, so who's next?
I give this deal 5 thumbs up.
Nice. I shall go next.
Mm-hmm. What did you pick?
It seems that I shall be the one to interpret our contract. A document, sir.
Oh, okay, cool. And he'll put his hand in and say, "Document, sir. Document, sir." And he'll pull out a small bag for you, at which will have calligraphy supplies. And along with those calligraphy supplies, you will also receive a documancy satchel. And that will include things such as a ledger, sealing wax, copper, and silver leaf, a documancy seal of authority, and a scroll case. All of these things are granted to you, along with the abilities of a documancer. Okay, so that's this many of you. Who you other 3? What else are you picking?
I get to make the final decision
It should be obvious what I am.
after I hear all sides.
So are you picking decisionist?
Aye.
All right. He will say decision person, and he'll put his hand in and he'll pull out a horn and a coin, as well as a voting kit for you, and will hand these 3 things to you. And again, you get everything that is available at rank 1 for a decisionist.
So I heard a horn, a coin, and a what?
You get a coin of decisionary, a horn of your choice. It says a musical instrument of your choice that is a horn, and a voting kit, which has ballots, a ballot box, and a bunch of "I voted" stickers. All right, and he'll look at Hiska and Tilly.
And I'll say it again. Isn't it obvious? I'm the obviator.
Oh, obviator. And he pulls out a bag which is clinking with glass and metal noises as he pulls out a bag which contains alchemy supplies and your choice. Would you rather a vial of acid, a flask of alchemist fire, or a vial of antitoxin?
Fire.
All right, so you'll get alchemist supplies, a flask of alchemist fire, and a hunting trap. And you'll get everything that comes from an obviator, and then he'll look at you, Tilly. And you?
Occultist?
A cultist.
Occultant?
Yeah. And he'll say occultant and reach in. Now, what would you choose from? Cook's utensils, leatherworking tools, or weaver's tools?
Cook's utensils.
Alright, he'll pull out a big pot with various utensils in it, as well as he'll give you some scales, 5 waterproof belt pouches in which to store creature parts and other tools, and an item called an occultant abacus, which looks like a normal abacus, except with little skulls on it. And you'll get those along with everything else that is part of being a rank 1 occultist. So we have a decisionist, a documancer, a horde person, an obviator, and an occultant. And then he'll go, oh, hang on, and then he pulls out of his things and he says, I'm supposed to read this to you. Congratulations. Okay. Thank you. And he will grab his bag and then leave.
Can my horn be a didgeridoo?
It certainly can.
Yes.
That is completely sucking up to the DM.
Hey, you're
Like,
just
can I
jealous
have
you
a
didn't think of
kiwi
it.
bird and a wallaby too?
You're just jealous you didn't think of it. You should have had a kangaroo familiar.
I actually have an Australian bonobo owl.
Okay.
Suck up.
So, at that point, you guys all have your items, and as you are holding them, you do feel yourselves at least partly attuning to them. Now, they don't take up an attunement spot, but you do attune to your various unique items, whether they are like the coins or whatever. And some of you will get different items as you level up. But yeah, you have your positions, and if you do go on D&D Beyond, and have a look at everything you get at rank 1, you certainly have all of that stuff. And all of the cool abilities that come with them. And with that, I'm asking you, what are you guys doing for the rest of your day? It is probably about afternoon at this point. Is there anything you want to do? Remembering this place has no beds or food.
How much money do we have?
An undescript
Nondescript
amount.
I say we go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Furnish the place.
She did say to check out the neighborhood. And so earlier I saw you write down, Ratchek, that you started sweeping up and tidying up the place.
Yeah, I feel like there's a big enough group for us. We can tackle several things at one time.
Right.
So there should be a cleaning crew, there should be a provisioning crew, and then there should be a security detail checking out the neighborhood for any ragamuffins or ne'er-do-wells.
Ragamuffins.
Yeah.
What about
Simon's
rapscallions?
gonna hand.
Rapscallions too. We don't like them either.
Ooh, I think Tilly and I should go out and see if there's anyone up to any skullduggery.
All right. Well,
And I think Joe should do some real work in his life, but I'm sure he won't. He'll dodge it.
all right, Ratchek.
You ever heard of unseen servant?
Ratchek, while you are sweeping up, and you grab the broom and you start sweeping, you do see float over and land right near you a small dustpan as you are sweeping up. Almost as if offering you to sweep the dirt into it.
Yeah, I sweep the dirt into it.
Mm-hmm.
Enthusiastically.
And then you see the dustpan float over to the window and just toss it out, and then the dustpan hangs up again where it was.
Yeah, I continue to pick up scraps. If the tables or chairs look like we can refurbish them or fix them, I'll put them in a corner. If they're completely busted or whatever, I'll start throwing the scraps into... Is there a fireplace or a big...
Yeah. Over here's a
I'll
fireplace.
start putting it in the fireplace and start getting the place warm.
Yep.
Yeah, what's the temperature? What season are we in?
I haven't fully decided yet. Between two seasons, I will let you guys know. But as you are carrying you go over to grab a chair that's near the bar, and as you do, you see a mug of ale just lift up and get put in front of you as you go over to grab that chair.
A ghost bartender.
Yeah.
So I take a big swig and I enjoy it. I like swirl it around. I put the mug back on the table and I continue to keep cleaning up.
And you do see a rag, get the mug, clean it, and then put it back on the table.
I'm going to start using
Has
my
Ratchek noticed
Tinker's
that there's a
tools
ghost
and
involved?
fixing up furniture. Sorry.
All right, so as you're fixing up the furniture, Hiska, you do find like you're trying to reach for something, and your hand goes to grab it, but then something else grabs it and puts it into your hand, and then your hand brings it over to you, almost as if like it's something's assisting you.
All right. I'll look in that direction, say thank you, and keep working on the furniture.
Mm-hmm. What were you saying? Sorry, Cedric. Well,
I was just asking if Ratchek had noticed that there was a ghost involved. If he was just like, that's convenient, and just did not occur to him.
Yeah, I think he doesn't recognize it yet. I think there's like a mid point where he stops and then he realizes, wait a minute, where'd that mug of beer come from? Wait a minute, who's moving the dustpan? Was it Hisker? And he's like, man, you'll see his brow scrunch up and then he just goes back to working.
Mm-hmm.
Tilly's going to take those cooking tools and go back to is that the kitchen he's in down the south?
That is the kitchen, yes. It looks
Good.
appalling.
Yeah, dump those cooking tools off there, and then he's going to head out and go get some provisions.
All right.
Yeah. Simon
You
will
said
head to the
unseen
local
wizard.
Samuel's Club and start getting a bunch of ye old IKEA beds, collapsible tables, food supplies, things
All right.
like that.
So, so you're just gonna look around the area, see if you can find something along those lines.
Yeah, I'm looking for the local Walmart or
Alright.
Wallace's Mart.
So,
Wait. Strictly says here in subsection H81, provision 2, all materials and supplies should be bought from a local source. We are to support local business.
I believe if you'll check subsection fuck off. Oh, he just walks out the door.
No, I'm coming with you. You're not doing now, and I'm gonna head out there to make sure
Simon's
that
head pops back in. This is a trickle-down economics institution, boy.
nope, we are not into corporate subsidies. Fuck no.
Voodoo.
If we're not a tax-exempt business, then what are we even doing here?
We are a 503c9. We are a nonprofit. We will
Unpaid
reinvest.
interns only.
I forgot to say,
We will.
you can fix this up. Like, you don't have to decide right now unless you guys know. But on that contract, it also had space for your team's name. Now, they did try to stress that you should try to not be associated with Acquisitions Incorporated to the open public. So what would you lot like to be known as? And if you want, we can sort that out at the beginning of next session if you guys want to discuss it. But if you already have
Should be
it,
known as
Keep it our
IA.
bar.
Didn't we settle on the Goodnight Company?
We did.
good night, company.
Yeah,
I thought we were
but
going
be
with
thou
Shorty,
Goodnight
Shorty's
Inn.
Bar and Grill.
Shorty's Bar and Grill. That can be the name of the tavern.
Be thou a good night in.
Well, whatever you decide, it was written on that contract. So as Yost and Sinan leave, and Yost is trying to convince Sinan to buy from local source, you both do see a small wooden sign above a shop's main door to the east of your manor, and it says "The Bent Nail." And just from the outside, you can see beautiful displays of ornate wooden furniture, as well as various selection of like bows and crossbows. Just having a glance at it, it looks like a carpentry and wood carving shop.
If this is a signatory contractor, I think this should be very.
So you're heading over to the Met now?
Sign in. Come. What do you say?
Looks a little, organic free trading to me. Probably gonna be a little expensive.
Be just fine.
And out walks a half-elf man, and he'll say, "Oh, greetings. Hi. Are you the? Did I see you lot come out of Trollskull Manor?
That is the
Indeed,
good
you
night.
did.
It has been quite some time since people have stayed there. Sorry. I am Talisol Valnar Fellbranch, but you can call me Tally. Are you looking for some furniture?
That depends. How cheaply made is it?
It's not cheaply made at all, but whether you're looking for something worth many platinum or just a few silver, I can accommodate you.
I'm looking for the 30 beds for a couple of copper kind of thing.
My friend is just making fun. That's not at all what we want. We would like something very specific.
And
Bunk
Wooden
beds.
furniture.
Alright, so you go into discussing with him what kinds of wooden furniture you want. Are you getting like beds and stuff? Anything else on top of that?
We need.
I want a
tables,
writing desk.
chairs.
A raven to go with it?
I want a writing desk, and I want bookshelves.
Mm-hmm.
We'll need a butcher's block island for the kitchen area,
I want one of those.
and a bunch of bunk beds.
Okay.
Do you think the little man wants steps to get to his bed?
And yes, a little ladder staircase on wheels for getting Hisker and Ratchek to cabinets. Like those library ladders with the wheels.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Basically those. But like
Alright.
I was thinking
sized
more
for
of what like
children.
old pets get into beds with. But
But yeah, basically that, but on wheels.
Alright, so he'll tally all that up. His name's Tally. Tally and Tilly, funny. He'll sort all that out and he'll say, "Oh, it might take a couple of days for all of the stuff, but I'll make sure that you have the bare essentials," and he'll, put the priority on things like beds and such. And he'll say, "Oh, thank you very much. I'll see you soon."
Excellent. Good.
And as
All
you-
inquiries to the Be Thou a Good Night Inn servant's entrance is around back.
And as you leave, you see that it seems to be primarily a residential district, but you do see some other varying signs around for businesses. You see a sign that is called the Steam and Steel, and it looks to be some form of smithing place. You see another place called Corellon's Crown, which seems to have like a very natural smell coming from it. And just from looking past, it looks like this is the kind of place where you could find various like flowers, maybe brewing ingredients, as well as potions in general. You on the far west side of the street. You do find a place that is called Bookworm's Treasure, but it's spelled the worm with a Y. And this seems to be a bookstore, which looks like it's got a lot of books in there. And lastly, not too far from your house, you see what looks like a private detective agency called the Tiger's Eye, which has an orange and black sign featuring a cat's eye in the center. And so you see these 6 shops. So to recount, that's the Bent Nail, the Steam and Steel, Corallin's Crown, the Tiger's Eye, and Bookworm's Treasure.
We'll go into the Steam and Steel and
Imagine
see if
that.
they have, mass-produced plates, silverware. I'm looking for like tin or pewter, like nothing fancy.
All right.
Like mugs, bowls, plates.
What my friend meant to say was, we wish for the finest hand-hammered thing.
All right. So as
So, you know what? You can give me that, but I'm going to pay you for the tin.
as you walk in and are discussing this, there is actually no one at the desk, and you see, like, you hear the clang, clang, clang of somebody working at an anvil, and you see what looks like a man not wearing seemingly any protective gear whatsoever, but you do see what seems to be a fire genasi working at the forge. And he goes, oh, my apologies. Hello, I am Embrick. Where is Avi? Normally Avi sorts out the front desk. Excuse me. Avi! And you hear from upstairs, coming, dear. And then from down the stairs comes a water genasi man. And he goes, oh, it appears we have company. Greetings, I am Avi, and this is my husband, Embrick. Thank you for coming to our shop. Is there anything I can help you with?
Greetings, I'm Simon, the Chief Financial Officer of the Goodnight Company. I am here for plates, bowls, cups, silverware, everything you need to outfit an up-and-coming inn at up-and-coming prices.
And when you say that, Embrick will say, well, you can talk to my husband about that. He is more into the finer arts, as it were. If you need something to swing at another man, then come to me. But if you're looking for more the finer art, Avi's your man, and he will go and get back to the forge, and Avi will be, okay, so, what was that? Plates, bowls, cups, and he'll go with you and go through it and figure out exactly what you need.
Kitchen utensils, all that.
Mm-hmm.
While we're in there, I am going to peruse some of the weapons and what.
Mm-hmm. There's some pretty nice ones.
I feel like we should. I'm going to look. Is there a nice short sword?
Yes, there is. There's a few.
What's that? You broke up.
Yes, there are a few.
I would like to get a very knightly looking short sword.
Okay.
Scabbard the whole nine.
Okay, so you're wanting to buy a very nice short sword, and he'll say, well, are you wanting one commissioned, or are you wanting one from our current range?
Simon, what do you think of this one with the wheel pommel?
I think it's lovely, and I'm sure your discretionary spending account can handle it.
I shall take that, and I think that shall be all.
All right, so you most certainly can buy a short sword, and you will have to pay for this with actual money, but you can certainly buy it.
That will be on his tab, not the company treasury.
We thought it was a perk of being the union steward.
All right, so that short sword will set you back 10 gold.
Yeah.
Or you can wait
Really?
till tomorrow morning and I can just make it out of a pile of scrap metal with my mind!
This is a very nice short sword indeed, but I think I shall wait and see what my friend comes up with.
Okay. Well, that's completely fine. And so Avi will set about making all the extra stuff. Anything else?
Is there a grocer or a market?
You feel like if you want food, you would have to go to a market.
What we should do is go back and get the others. It's not fair that we should do all of the shopping.
Yes, please go back and get them.
Okay.
No, I want to see Raska's tiny little face light up as he gets to buy all of the things.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I'm going to go find a grocery store.
Okay. You can easily go find a place that will sell food, probably not too far from here, and you can buy easily enough food for the house for the 5 of you for 10 days.
Yeah,
And-
I'm going to set up a weekly delivery on Tuesday mornings for food and alcohol for the shop.
Okay, that will start to head into actual money territory if you're wanting to start getting stuff to sell in your place. But at this point, you can just get food for yourselves.
Okay.
So
I'm going to stake out a room on the second floor that has, it looks like the tower and the door that leads to the balcony. Is that second floor or third floor?
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually hop on Trollskull Manor and make it so you can see everything. Can you guys see everything now?
Yes.
I cannot.
I cannot.
Oh, where are you?
Could you take off the lighting effect of the ground floor?
There's a lighting effect on the ground floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
According to mine,
but it doesn't-
there is no more dynamic lighting.
Might have to reload and come
refresh.
in because I think when I scroll,
refresh.
it just moves. Yeah. So I'm going to stake out that room on the second floor, which I believe is the one to the north where our tokens are, that has the balconies
Mm-hmm.
and the fireplace that looks like it leads to another room.
Yeah, sure. So do you mean this room up here?
This one, right here. See me pinging?
Oh, okay. All the way up there. Yeah. I get you.
Yeah, with the tower.
Yep.
There you go.
I'm going to stake out the one on the third floor on the end with the fireplace that leads up to that balcony turret.
Cool.
And I can go till 11 tonight, and that's probably about it.
Yeah, no worries.
Yes. Are we going to turn the basement into an escape room?
Yes.
I think that's your forge room.
Like a literal escape room. Like, get in here and try to get out.
I'm thinking you're gonna dig that out 4 or 5 times as big. No,
That was my
dwarves,
plan.
dude.
Yeah,
Just-
I'll take the basement and slowly expand it into a fire code violation.
Excellent.
And if nobody else comes up to the third floor, since there's plenty of rooms down there, I might put my workshop in the small area across from it.
Sweet.
This place is a dump. I'm not sleeping here.
Don't worry, beds are coming. Bunk beds. Everyone likes bunk beds. They're fun.
They are fun. All right.
You're
So,
so
are you wanting to go to anywhere else today?
The bookstore.
All right.
I'm gonna get a goat, kill it, come back, and start cooking it.
All right. So you're getting a goat from just some random place, and yeah, you
There's gonna be a-
I'm going to find a local loan shark.
There are actually loan sharks.
Excellent.
I've got rules for that. If that is something.
If he even says that, I'm like, I must come with you.
Oh, I'm not announcing it. I am not announcing it.
We'll probably get into that later. Yost, you said you're wanting to head to the bookshop.
I will need sign in and the purse to come with me.
All right. So you head
Simon
to.
the Purse will not go with you.
Don't be a jerk. Come on.
I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of digging a hole in our basement. I
Yeah,
have
we
to
can only
bury
have one
these
jerk in
rat
this party.
corpses.
I know. All right. Well, I'll wait until he's done diggy hole, and then I am going to try to talk him into going and buying books at some point.
Well, do you want
Plot
to window
twist.
shop at the very least?
He is never.
Yes, I do. I
done
want
diggy-diggy.
to window shop.
All right, so you walk into the bookworm's treasure, and you see that, like, the first 2 floors of this 3-story building are just completely filled with books. At which point you see a short dragonborn of gold ancestry turn the corner and say, "Why, hello there! I'm Ryshel, the page turner. Who are you?"
I am Yost, a bard of no small renown.
"Well, greetings, Yost, and welcome to my establishment." He'll go on to say, "I have many books available. If you need to study on some topic, you can come here and do so for a small cost. Or if you or any wizardly companions would like to learn some spells, I have some that can be rented out for learning if that is your desire."
It very much is.
And metagaming-wise, pretty much if you wanted to learn any of these spells from him, it would cost you 25 gold to have access to them. And then you spend the normal amount of money to learn them. And then there's other spells for level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5 that he has access to. And so it's like you're paying money to temporarily borrow some wizard books to learn spells from. But at this point, you can only learn level 1 spells, so I'll only show you those ones. And they are available for 25 gold plus the 50 gold that it would cost to write them into your book with the special inks and pages and such.
Ah, yes. I am very much interested in that, for I do dabble in magic.
Submit your business need request, and we'll bring it up the next meeting.
Yeah, fill it out.
Triplicate.
On this form in triplicate.
We all said it. Triple.
So yeah, we'll need a business impact statement, expected total cost, and expected revenue generation per spell. Oh my god, yes, we need to be an Airbnb. 100%.
Don't forget he needs to fill out the weenus report, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my god.
The D&D Airbnb. So, is there anything
Airbnb.
else? Is there anything else anybody wants to get done before you guys proceed to the next day?
Loan shark.
Nope.
After
Have a fantastic dinner.
Have a fantastic dinner. Could you make me a cooking utensils check, please, Tilly? Remember, you now have proficiency in it, and I'll say, it's either based on wisdom or intelligence. That's your call. Nice. It's a really delicious meal.
That's right, I found my calling.
Oh, thank you, Master Tilly. This was lovely.
I'm going to set up that area called the Garrets as my bedroom on the one side and a workshop on the other. And I'm going to work on 2 infusions over this longer period of time.
Yeah.
Enhanced arcane focus and enhanced defense, which I'll put on myself.
Yep. Got them both on you. I was about to write them in, but you casted it. So your armor is now +1 armor, and your focus is now a +1 focus, and you ignore half cover. That's pretty decent.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you now have a +1 onto your attack roll, which is lovely. Is there anything anybody else is doing before the day ends? Now, in regards to the loan shark, could you please make for me an investigation check, please, Simon, as you have no idea where a loan shark is. 16. With the 16, you are unable to find a loan shark which you would trust.
Oh, I don't care if I trust them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am okay
Almost
with
feel
like a
like-
back alley dude with a bag full of money.
Yeah.
I am okay with this sketchy.
What kind
loan
of
shark.
price range are you looking for?
500 gold.
Yeah, you do not find anybody with 500 gold to just chill out, unfortunately.
We were gonna have a block party, damn it.
So, anything else?
I feel like there should be like about a week of cleaning, getting things ready, and then we send out an invite to our 2 buddies, the the two people we saved, the redhead dudes, to come to our grand opening on trivia night, which will be our first trivia night.
Dude, we should throw those dudes' birthday bash.
A rescue party. We'll call it a rescue party.
Rescue
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it.
If,
And
if
we'll
we are
invite the
spending a
neighbors.
If we're spending a week, Ratchik, what kind of armor do you wear? Is it chainmail?
I'm all chain until I can get enough money to buy some plate, halfling plate.
Okay. Over a couple
Is that
days,
half
he's going
price?
to take that animated armor that we found and slowly melt it down into a set of spiked chain.
Spiked chain.
Yes, which as far as I know has absolutely zero statistical change, but it has little spikes on it and it's dwarfy.
Makes it
And
badass.
it's within the radius of things I can create with my channel divinity.
Lovely.
So basically, he's going to make you a set of dwarven style chain armor, custom fit for you, and another one for your dog.
Oh. Well, yeah, the dog could actually wear some barding.
Yeah, like he's going to make him like dwarven chain barding. And he will at some point make Yost the sword.
Like
that he
all the
wanted
cool
to
dwarven
purchase.
runes, too.
Oh yeah, but like you can't read the dwarven runes, but they say like warning, short temper, and like shorts in like big letters. And it's a warning to any dwarf who comes around him. It's like just be cool, just be cool.
Yeah, he loves it.
That's
If
Can't read
you,
it, but loves it.
Short views.
did you make that sword for me?
Yeah, he'll make it. He'll make it after he finishes the barding and the armor. He'll kind of present it all at once.
Well, the short sword is for me to give to Ratchek.
Well, he doesn't know that. Oh, and he'll with the last amount of the material, he'll make a second crossbow for Tilly's set.
Oh, isn't that nice?
And then I'm out of
Thank
materials.
you.
So
And so that's using your channel divinity ability, yes?
yes.
Yeah, lovely. I like
Sir
it.
Knight, I just wanted to extend the olive branch, and I had my friend Simon make you this very nice blade.
You're getting fitted out there, Ratchak.
Yeah, I think
We
he
want you
would
to
take
die
it
for us.
graciously. I mean, it's a cool sword. I would take it graciously.
And I just said blade, I didn't call it a short sword.
Oh, yeah, but he recognizes that it is.
Now, if you were wielding it, it would be called a short sword, but... Alright, so,
When I wield it, it's called a deadly sword.
So, in the first thing on the next morning, you do get a letter arriving on your doorstep.
Who's first person up?
Who's an early riser?
Oh, I'm the earliest of risers, as a matter of fact.
You go to like country buffet every morning at like 5 a.m.
Well, regardless who gets it, you find that it is a letter from the Lord's Alliance saying residents of Waterdeep should come together and work together. If you are interested in joining the Lord's Alliance, speak to Gelesta Silvermane in the Yawning Portal.
But of course we are.
Mm-hmm. And during the night, I would say Hiska, a flying snake with parchment tied to its body taps at your window where you sleep.
All right, I'm going to walk over to it and say, is this an invitation to Hogwarts?
And like the snake does
Take the parchment.
the snake does the best kind of like it curls its body around and sort of does a and hands you a note saying, want to be part of something big? Speak to Devil Starsong at the Yawning Portal.
I will shove it in my pocket and decide what to do with the letter later.
Yeah.
You
no
think
worries.
that's weird at all?
That you're going to put a snake in your pocket? You're so weird.
That's not weird.
the
No,
snake-
I'm just happy to see you. That's not a snake in my
and the
pocket.
snake flies away. All right.
What was the name of the
and,
person again? Portal?
With that, I believe we are running out of time, unfortunately, as we'll have to finish a little bit early. Some people have to do work for a living and gain money for their families. Jeez.
I have enough time to find out what XP we got after we rested, but yeah.
Well, I'm actually doing milestone. So I will let you know when you guys get to level 3, which is not yet. But yeah, good work in sorting out all the stuff in the house. I was rolling abysmally, and I think I only hurt you like this much. And you guys did very well, and you seem to be appeasing Lif, as it were. And yeah, you are now part of Acquisitions Incorporated, although if anybody asks, they will deny any knowledge of your existence. And yeah, we'll see how the following days proceed. Now, I will talk to you guys between now and next session. I'm going to finalize a few things. First of all, I'm going to finalize what season you guys are in, because you're coming up to the point where the campaign will split off into whatever season we decide. That's between, obviously, summer, winter, autumn, spring. And I will also let you know what the date is, and I'll give you guys links to the Faerunian calendar, which is quite interesting. And lastly, I will also let you guys know that we will be doing downtime activities. So however many days pass, you can use those with downtime. I'll provide you with the links for all the different things you can do for downtime, whether it be crafting items, trying to find magical items, fighting in pits, working to gain some dosh, you know, all the varying different things that you can do with your downtime, you will be able to do if you have the money and the time. As well as, I'm sure that you could probably guess that you've already been contacted by 2 of the possible factions that might reach out at you over the days. But after the first night, it seems 2 have contacted you, although all of you are only aware of 1, while I believe Hisker is keeping the flying snake a bit under his tinkerer's cap there. But be that as it may, thank you very much for playing. It's been a blast. It was cool with the combats, and even more hilarious with the random chatter. We have Cedric, Lucian, Logan, Sasha, and Brian. Thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you all next week. Will everybody be available? I assume so.
Indeed.
I will, yeah.
You better be. All right, thanks a bunch. DanimalDM out. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.